G'day everyone, Daniel Anderson here. Welcome to this episode where we're going to take a bit of a deep dive into a Power Automate flow that's going to help you stay on top of those messages that you might not have time to act on immediately in Microsoft Teams. So it's going to be using the new set of triggers for Microsoft Teams in Power Automate that's called For a Selected Message. So what that's going to allow us to do is select a particular message in Teams and trigger a flow that's going to remind us to follow up on that message after a given period of time. All right, so let's jump in and have a look at what we're talking about, and we're just going to go through and set this up. All right, so let's now have a look at, we're in the Power Automate dashboard here. I've got Teams open here as well, and what we're going to do first is we're going to set up this flow. So we're going to jump into Power Automate, and what we're going to do now is we're going to create a new flow. And actually, let's just jump back onto the home page. We'll start from a template. So you can see here that what we're going to do is we're going to just search for the flow itself. It's called Follow Up on a Message because there's already a template created for us, and let's find that. So here it is here. We're just going to click that. It's going to set this and configure this for us. All right, so it's going to connect to Teams automatically. We're just going to continue on here. And you can see here that we've already got this flow built out for us, and we just need to adjust things, okay? So one of the cool things here is we can edit the adaptive card directly from within Power Automate here. So if I click on Edit Adaptive Card, you can see when I trigger this action in Teams on a Teams message, this is what's going to be prompted. I'm going to be prompted to select a time period. Now, I'm going to adjust this a little bit now. I'm going to set a new time period for 1 minute. So I'm going to select this choice box here. And you can see here that I've got the ability to add a new choice. So I'm just going to put in 1 minute, and let's just put in the value of 1. I'm going to now save that card. You can see here that it delays for a minute, or depending on what I choose actually in that form. It's then going to the Flowbot's going to post me a reminder in Microsoft Teams. All right, so let's now change this to follow up on a Teams message, and let's now save that. Now what we're going to do is jump back into Teams. I'm just going to refresh the Teams UI here, and let's now give this a crack. So we're going to select a message. We're going to go to More Actions, and what you can see here is that flow that we've just created. So follow up on a Teams message, and when I click that, I'm going to be prompted to select the time period in which I want to be reminded. And you can see here, here's the one where it's 1 minute. And I'm just going to submit that now. All right, so what's going to happen now is after a minute, the Flowbot's going to send me a chat message and remind me about that to follow up on that message. So let's just wait for a minute, and we'll see what that how that comes through. Okay, so a minute's gone past, and you can see in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen there, we've got a couple of messages and pop-ups that have come through. Now, you'll also see in the top left-hand corner, I've got some activity that's happening in my activity feed, and I've also got a chat message. So let's have a look at the activity feed. You can see here that I've got a flow message reminder, and you can see here that it's titled Message Reminder. I've got the message content, and I've actually got a button here that I can go directly to that message. So I can click on View Message, and here we go there. It's highlighted in yellow, and that's the message that I wanted to be reminded about. All right. So simply adding and creating that flow allows me to now quickly jump into, if I'm heading into a meeting or I've got other things that I'm doing and I can see messages coming in, what I can do is I can jump into here, More Actions, follow up on a Teams message, and I can set that duration and that time period after which I want to be reminded. So it's a great another way in which you can keep on top of those messages, so that you don't lose track of what's happening and you can follow up on those important ones that you need to. So I hope that brings you some value. Nice, easy way for you as an end user to be able to create that Power Automate flow, and then it'll be available for you to use. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode.